Good snowy afternoon and welcome to the Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey. Today we're going to continue with our tour and shop, our monthly tour and shop of our Facebook Live, which we did not get to finish yesterday despite 2 days of 9 hours total. We thank you everybody that joined us for one or for both, and we are working on getting those items wrapped and packed. Don does work still, so it is basically a one-man show for the shipping, and then I do all the invoicing, and that's in between when we're open, when we have customers. But I did promise, because we did not finish the whole shop, that I would show us the last remaining booth, and then we have a couple of bookcases as well in the case room, which we did not get to. So we're going to start with Burning Sensation Antiques. This is their second booth. They are a 20% off vendor off of items not marked firm. That 20% off is the same whether you pay cash, credit, PayPal, and to the best of my ability, I will try and give you the actual sale price when I do focus in on things. Now remember, if I go past an item and you need more information on that, do not hesitate to reach out to us and ask us for more pictures, information, prices. Best way to get a hold of us is through either our Facebook or Instagram direct messages. On Facebook, we are the same, Gray Barn Antiques, as we are on YouTube. Instagram, slightly different, Gray.Barn, and that's always the gray with the E in there. Yes, we do ship. All that information is available up in our biography, and if you've watched any of our past lives, you do know that all we require from you to get that sent out to you is your email and your zip code. So we're going to walk on up. As you saw as I was walking in there, you have one booth right at the front. We did cover their other booth that is towards the back, that just when you get into, I'm going to kind of turn, and you might see Don. You remember him from the last couple of days of the Facebook Live. When you walk into what we call the great room, you first hit Auntie's attic, make a right, and you are in their other booth. So here in the front, we do not ship the trains only because of the parts inside of them. We do not want to take responsibility of the jostling, and if anything gets damaged en route. We can ship things like the stations and any of the figures, the lights, that kind of stuff. He does have some Boy Scout stuff as well. And this is Kevin, the train guy, and all his stuff is in front of his booth only because that's the stuff that goes outside when we're open. So we're going to go on in here, and let's see, we got some nice aluminum. This is the hammered aluminum trays. This is kind of stuck on there. We have this one for $9.60, another one for $9.60. That one's a rectangle. And again, you can reach out if you need measurements on these items. Nice hook set here. And that is just $12. You can see that's wood with the coat hooks. We have the White Rock tray, which I think is 1970s, 80s on that one. And that they actually have the measurements. It's 4.5 total height, and that is $17.60. Nothing on the back. And here's a couple more of the hammered aluminum trays. This one, the other ones were most of that same price. I'm going to start with the heavy metal stuff so I can startle everybody awake and make sure we're all paying attention. $12 on this handled one, and this one is a leaf. I just vacuumed in here. Let me put that up here so I don't lose that. This one's also $12. This one has pheasants on it. That's a large one, too. I don't have the dimensions on that. That's a pheasant tray. And these look like pewtery, kind of. That's a very good deal. This one's Edison tin tray. And that's $8 on that. Is this the same? Gosh, no, this is a Reed and Barton Hotel Pennsylvania brass tray. Now, it doesn't say the hotel on the front, but it is on the back. So this would have been the serving tray. What a nightmare that would have been. So they put silver over brass. You can see the brass kind of coming through, and you have some of the greening. Great craft projects. I can't even imagine having to serve people, first of all, with their full drinks or food on that thing, and now you're adding the weight of that tray. That's a cool bowl under there for $20. Things like that. Yes, we can ship it, but they will incur I think it's usually about $4 service charge. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to destroy. Okay, we're out of the trays, so things will be a lot quieter now, other than my voice. Hopefully, I shouldn't knock anything else over. Now, Burning Sensation Antiques gets their name from, you guessed it, all these oil lamps. So he does restore them. Some of them are not restored, but most of them are. They're in working condition. As I've mentioned in previous videos, you might recognize some of their pieces as being in HBO's The Gilded Age. So those are working. This is just a fraction of the thousands of lamps that they also have that they collect. So if you need any prices or information on those, do not hesitate to reach out. I'm just taking a small step back so we can get back to the front of their booth and get these items here. It's a cool little, wow, just $4.80 for that cute little brass duck coat hanger. We have a nice wall sconce here. It's got 2 candelabra arms. That's taper holder, and that is $24. A copper picture frame, $40, and that does have some weight to it. So they have an eclectic mix of everything. The other booth tends to have a lot more things that clang. I did manage to find the clangy things in here, and we have a lot of glassware, Lennox, porcelain. One more of the home decor. The other booth has a lot of tools and stuff. So, and again, they are 20% off vendor. So this is more cream than it's yellow. It's coming across on mine. It looks like a nice USA pottery kind of piece. Not quite as thick, but it's glazed inside and out, so you can absolutely use that 960. Some nice Lennox crystal. Ooh, that looks like lavender glass back there. Okay, so the Sun Purple. That is a jar. That's canister. That's an apothecary type. And we got the nice, look at that lid. So it turns purple because it sat in the sun. And there's, I forget what it is in the glass that causes that reaction. And it was clear glass at one time. Longer it sits in the sun, the more of a purple it tends to pick up. So they call that Sun Purple. So, and again, you are taking 20% off. 15 becomes 12. This is the Fostoria coin, which came in many colors and many different pieces. And this is 16 for either this size dish or the compote. Now they came in, we have the green, we have red, we have the yellow. There's actually clear. It might be blue. I'm not sure. I think there is. But that's what we have right now. We have people who collect one color, or they just collect the coin and they'll get whatever color. So it's a really cool big jar. That's only $19.20 for that huge ginger jar. A lot of gravy boats. They are one piece. So the plate is attached. This one's just $8. It's very pretty floral. Very nice. Ooh, another piece of pink depression glass. That one is just $12. Nice and etched. Look at that little picture back there. $8. That's a great deal. Look at that. Very nice little litho. It's auf Deutsch, die drei Lechen. Very cool. That's nice. That's a very good deal. $8. We have some more pink depression glass here. Might be coming across a little peach on what you're seeing, but it actually is pink. We have some awesome old paperweights. Another nice compote. This one is amber glass. That is $9.60. And when I say amber glass, that's not flash. That is in the glass, so that's not going to wash off. A lot of great old syrup pitchers. That's a nice mold there for just $12. A lot of great enamelware, red and white. Okay, that's a nice, interesting shape on that one. Scooter, we cannot ship. If you're local, you most certainly can pick that up. That does have some age to it. $60, and it is in quite usable condition. I've had some people trying to sell me or you know, basically sell them to practically give them to me that are so rusted that even if you put them in your garden, they might not be there come the next season. They're that far gone. Now, this is an unusual piece, $20 for this piece of pottery. Again, that will hit a surcharge, but you know what? For that price, it's absolutely worth it. I'm sure when you look around the shops by where you are, this, you know, the shipping here, the cost is nominal compared to the deals that you get. That's a tin and glass. So the glass is inside, so you can clean this. So $24 for that one. That's a nice bird. $16. Is this the one that's been repaired? Yes, as we can see, this has been repaired. I don't think the vendor was aware of the repairs, so we have not had them reprice it based upon that condition. So our vendors are very good. If they do see condition issues, they will price it accordingly and indicate that, but a lot of times, you know, we don't see everything. So it's not intentional to mislead, and we do double check everything before we ship it out. We will let you know if there's any condition issues, as well as if you come in person and you're purchasing at the register, we go over everything just to make sure that it's the condition you expect, and if there's any flaws, we point it right out to you. So some more pink depression, porcelain. There's an interesting piece here. $80. It's a huge, heavy piece. That's definitely imported. That was nice age on that. And there's some iron and metal pieces down here for stoves and gates. This was most likely a military phone. This company, our Stromberg Carlson telephones, they did supply a lot of the military phones during the war. We actually have one of these that was bought here up at Rutherford Hall over in Alamucci in the Franklin Roosevelt and Winston Churchill display that they have here as part of, Churchill and Winston, Churchill would call Roosevelt on a phone like this. It's a very cool little bit of history. Those phones do have some nice history on them. A lot of porcelain dogs, Hummel wannabes, cute little clothing brush, Art Nouveau, $16. Does have monogram on it. A nice piece of cobalt with the chrome for $9.60. There's somewhere on the chrome. Interesting piece up there. It looks like chalkware, which is actually in pretty good shape, though. The ears look like maybe they're just flat. I can't really see from here. $28. $12 on that young lady. Some more lighting. Nice pair of champagne flutes for both. Well, I don't know if that's for both, but it might be. Either way, either it's one for $4 or both for $4. Fantastic deal. Some more artwork. This is a piece of copper that's been mounted onto this piece of wood. He got the piece of copper, couldn't really see what the image was. He polished that all up and nice, and then he mounted it, and that's just $24. These guys have some weight. The tusks are broken on this one. I do not think, and they should not. They feel like they're wood. So that's good. Obelisk for $16. A lot of great old green kitchenware. Again, whatever prices you see, you don't see that word firm, do take that 20% off. The easiest way that I find to do it is just times it by 0.8, and that takes you to it. We're basically 15. I just have memorized all the prices, so 15 becomes 12 for the most part. I have them memorized until they put weird prices on things. So these are interesting. Feels like it's almost like a watercolor, not a watercolor, paint by number, like acrylic paint on that. That's Flemington, New Jersey, 24. I don't remember water being like that. And no, they're framed in Flemington. I was going to say, that's not Flemington, New Jersey. So this river is apparently in Germany. Zersilberg. And these are, you can even see like where they have a little bit of pencil marks and then they painted in between there. So we have Zersilberg. These are 24 each. These are hand painted. They are framed. They are older. This one's a slightly thicker frame. So there's a cute little job. This one's lost its paper backing. That one's 20, so I don't know what that one's supposed to be of. And then the last one is very cute. Reminds me of Bremen, old Bremerhaven kind of looking thing. Here again, thick. So since based upon the first one being Germany, I'm going to say that this one most likely is. Here we go. We have a signature down here. So Marta painted these back in 1987. So very cool. Those are 24. Let me make sure they're all the same price. There goes the tag there. 24 each on these. Hand painted, framed, based in Germany. Kind of like an oil acrylic on there. So we have this. He does. Oops. I knew I'd back into something. So now this vendor, Barring Sensation Antiques, Ronnie, he is a carpenter. So he has taken part of a sewing machine, the drawers there, and that looks like a fish tank stand, and then a beautiful piece of wood that he's refinished and made this table for, yeah, that's right, fish tank stand, $175. So $140 that becomes on that. These are really cool. Now you often see these in copper and brass. These are glass molds, and those are just $9.60 each. And then the flower glass art. These are the ones you could. They might have been inside the. I can never say that word. EP, however you say it. But these are $8 each. They will sit like that in front of a table spot if you want to put some little bit of flowers in them, or just leave them as is. They're very pretty. There's a great deal on a restaurant ware gravy boat, and that is just $6.40. We have this pretty rolling pin, porcelain rolling pin for $24. I was online the other day and I saw somebody mention something about the Pioneer Woman. Now that's newer stuff. And she said, oh, I was upset because I found the rolling pin in the thrift shop and I wanted to flip it on eBay. And apparently, so what the common thing is, this side's glazed and this one's not. And they did that on those as well. And they wrote in marker on the part that's not glazed, and it seeped into the porcelain, so they couldn't get it off, and they were upset because they're going to flip it on eBay. So I'm like, okay, well, how bad can it be? How much are these crazy rolling pins going for? And I looked them up on eBay, and they were like $80 to like $150 for a Pioneer Woman porcelain rolling pin. So this is not a marked brand, but I'm for $24, and this one's got a lot more age to it. Does not look like it was I didn't see any maker's marks or anything on it, but based upon what I saw, that's a very good deal. So we have a lot of great brass that he polishes. He's made these charcuterie boards, which are fantastic. They're just absolutely beautiful and a great price. $36, and he seals them with a food-friendly oil, and you can see they are footed. Very good deal on those, and those are handcrafted. The brass is polished up. It's not new. It's just really super well polished, $17.60. This is an interesting piece here. $16. Got a lot of great copper pieces. Again, if I go past anything and you need more information, just let me know. So you have this, which can stand, but you have your wall mount. This is a gorgeous toilet paper holder. I mean, it's things you just don't associate putting together, gorgeous and toilet paper, but this is a really pretty piece, and that's just $16 to fancy up your toilet paper. We have a lot of great littles. This shelf is for sale, and this is one that he did make as well. So let's see how far back I have to go to get that whole shelf. There we go. So that currently is the only one available. And then he also did make, I'm going to come to the other side of the booth and show that. And I'm going to have to pick up my paste, otherwise it takes forever to load. This green one here is part of headboard, and then he made that in that beautiful dark green. So we're going to have to pick up our paste a touch in here. No one can please everybody, but we try, and that's for sure, $20. And so these are old signs that have been hanging up in a store, and they've been framed, and they are $16 each. We have some great ephemera, hairpin lazy Susan TV stand, $64, and Don actually put the measurements on that. It's got nice wood on there. So that's this goes with, this is a set. I mean, it's a masher's not being sold by itself, so that's $32. Nice chrome finish here. Cocktail shaker for $16. This would hold the ice in the center piece there, and then your water, and keeps your water ice cold. And that is $16. That's a pretty serving piece. We got a lot of great smalls here. We do ship these small pieces all the time easily. The larger pieces would require a pickup in person. And some of them we do ask that you bring help with you, because if it's just me, I cannot lift, and Don really should not be lifting. Cute little bowl for $8. This is a wedding. So I don't know if you got, this is the second one that I've seen. This is a wedding invitation, October 1920. So this would have been what they would have pressed onto all the wedding to send out the wedding invitations. It's the printing press, basically. So I don't know if they made them into little dishes as a souvenir, as a remembrance of the day that they would give to the bride and groom to keep. So instead of just having the paper invitation, you also have the actual plate. I mean, what else are they going to do with them afterwards? I guess melt it down, but kind of a fun little way to have a souvenir, kind of like the bronzed baby shoes, I guess. It's got a lot of great old syrups here. Another piece of neat old hand-hammered copper plate for just $16. And again, we are in Redeemable, their first booth when you walk into the shop, and they are 20% off. Really nice toll tray. This will incur surcharges as well. This one's a fruit, which is unusual because usually you see them as flowered. So that one is $17.60 with the discount. So I'm going to just pick up the pace a wee bit. Again, do not hesitate to reach out to us and let us know if there was anything in this video or past videos, our Facebook or Instagram posts that you wish to get more information on, you wish to purchase. Just do not hesitate to reach out to us. Comment in the comment section, and I will absolutely, as soon as I am aware of your comment, I will respond to you on YouTube, and we'll figure out a way to get these items to you. tomorrow night at 5:30 is our weekly Wednesday night Facebook Live. There's always a fun time, Eastern Standard Time. There is no registration required. All you do is say sold and which item you would like to purchase, and we will get that into your hands. That's pretty neat, $20 on that. Wooden bowl is $16. These are glass for $14.40. Very cool looking, not practical, but cool looking. What's this? Pewter container with 4 pewter napkin rings for $16. Yes, that's what's in there. Very cool. Some nice old banks, more dogs, bookends. Some nice old railroad books. Little cash drawer box. The keys do work on it. That is $20. Nice little coaster set. The stand that these cups are on is not for sale. That was actually, they just transferred over from their Christmas ornaments to mugs on it. So this cute little postcard collection is $24. It's pig themed, as you can see. We have our dogs here walking the pig, and the pig's lifting up its leg. All right, so this was redeemable. That's one of the spots we did not get to cover. We did not get to cover our glass vendor over here. Bushnell & Peck's Collectibles has their glassware up in here. And this is also 20% off, and it'll be 20% off those lowest prices. That red price, the 12 becomes $9.60. 10 becomes $8 on this piece here. We got some great celluloid animals. They are, is everybody the same price? Let's give that a look. All right, so the elephant is $6.40, and the other 3 guys are $4.80. Some beautiful cranberry glass, beautiful. That's a nice piece back there. The yellow depression glass. Looks like cabbage rose. I don't have my, yeah, I think so. $14.40 on that. That's lidded pedestal. A lot of great glassware. Color glass, some nice porcelain pieces are in here. Old pharmaceuticals, potassium bromide is $24 with the original bottle. Look at that, very cool, an original label. A lot of fun pieces in here. 16 on the Lennox lighter and cigarette holder there. We have some Stengel left. Classic pottery. And again, this is the front room. This is Bushnell & Peck Collectibles, their glassware booth, shelving. And I'm just going to back up so we can come up to their other bookcase across it. Now, a lot of this is new. This is vintage style cast iron. And again, if it's not marked firm, it is 20% off with some other items mixed in there. So those rabbits on the far end, as well as in this little cubby, become $14.40. There's just a few left of the cast iron mouse wedges, and again, these are all new vintage style. These are not rubber duckies, these are cast iron duckies, and they are also $12. We did have very good luck with these, and I get a lot of people are hanging these out all year round. These are new vintage style. They are $5 each. 3-inch white ridged mercury ornament. We have these larger ones like this style as well, and they're $5.50. We got some great old books, jars filled with stuff for one money. So this is $2 firm for the bee smoker. All right, so now we're going to go into the case room. Ooh, the snow is so pretty. Good thing I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee. We did not cover these 2 bookcases here on the end. Don did a partial. Oh, honey, I found one of your water bottles from last night. Don did a partial of Cavalier Collectibles on the end. So both Belmont, this is the hip chick here, as you can see there. And then we'll go around the corner to Belmont Farmhouse. They are both 30% off vendors. So the easiest way to do that on a calculator is be 18 times 0.7, gets you there easiest. So that would be 18 becomes 1260, I think. So again, just let me know if there's anything in this video or past videos that you need more information on. She was 30% off. Cute little teapot for just $10.50. That is Royal Doulton. Very cute. That's got a nice old marking on that. It's a personal size, they call that. That's a nice little creamer there. Nice little piece of pewter. And that is just $4.90 for that. So on my Facebook Lives on Wednesday night, this is the kind of stuff that I will pull up, things that are shippable and I think are a good price, things that just came in that day. Hey, we had somebody looking for a blue hippo yesterday. I know this is not what they meant, but this is a blue and green hippo for $2. So again, this is the hip chick. We're going to turn this corner here and we're going to visit quickly with Belmont Farmhouse. And she is also 30% off items not marked firm. Very nice selection. So 45 would become 31.50. She's got a lot of great littles down here, which I don't bend very well. Her neighbor is the Cat's Meow, and he is 30% off, and he is mostly Star Wars. And we're going to come around this corner to Cavalier Collectibles, which at the end of the night, Don did get, like, I think a shelf in, and we did sell a couple of the egg coddlers that were here. We sold 2 out of the 6 that were here during the show. And she is a 20% off vendor, so again, do not hesitate to reach out to us if you saw anything in this video that you need more information on. I know I kind of go a little quicker here at the end. I do need this to be half an hour or less, otherwise it doesn't load out quickly enough. A little teapot record with the original sleeve is, and on the back is the gingerbread man. That's just $4. We have these cute little pieces of artwork. These are $12 each, I believe, yes. So the little girls are $12 each. Some more bunnykins. That's a cute little, look at this blue enamel rabbit plate. That's $17.60. And we have some more things down on the bottom shelf. So that, again, is our Cavalier Collectibles. I'm sorry, yeah, Cavalier Collectibles, who we visited in the back. This is the Major, and over here is New to You, who we also saw her bookcase on Sunday, is one of the first ones. And she's also a 20% off vendor. So I did have questions on this. This is not a percolator. There's no parts inside of it. $17.60. So I do get a lot of questions on those kind of pots, so I'm just pointing that out. And I hope to see you tomorrow night at 5:30 on our Facebook page, Greybarn Antiques. And again, any questions on these items, comment, email us, direct message us on Facebook or Instagram, and we will gladly get these items into your home. I'm going to just kind of turn slowly, walk up to the front again. And we did cover all these on our Facebook page. The videos will be up for 30 days, 5 hours on Sunday, about, let's see, yesterday was close to 4 hours. So if you like to sit down and watch the replays, those items that didn't sell, which is still quite a lot, you're more than welcome to purchase those as well. And we started with Burning Sensation. I'm going to wrap it up at Burning Sensation. Thank you for spending a little time again with us at the Greybarn of Andover, New Jersey.